Hi everyone, it's Lori here from Lori Hooks. If you're new, welcome, and if you've been here before, welcome back. And thanks for hanging out with me today. So it's been a few weeks since I've been on. So I'm going to talk about the stuff that I've been up to most recently. So there's going to be some crochet, some knit, and some acquisition type items that there's been over the past few weeks. So these are, I'm not going to talk about everything that I've been up to, just things that are the most memorable to me, and kind of some follow-up and some questions from my last video that I did. So first of all, I'm going to apologize. The windows are open. My dogs are here, so if you're hearing some background noise, that's likely where it's coming from. The kids in the schoolyard behind my house have gone in from their, I guess it's their lunch break or their recess break. It's kind of late for lunch break, but they must have gone inside the school because I don't hear any out in the yard playing right now. So first I'm going to talk about an object that I was in the middle of the last time I recorded, and it was unfinished, and it is still unfinished today. So it is Gnome with Muffin by Mufficorn. This is what her pattern looks like. It is a paid pattern. I got it on sale. It was, I don't know, 70% off or something. And when I was talking about the last video I did was this gnome is worked top down. Most of the other ones that I work, you make the body and then you make the hat. And this is a one-piece body hat gnome. And this, well, I made this, which is the body, the hat. Somewhere around here are his arms, and I don't have them here with me. And I also made the gnome, the nose, but I missed a round or something in the nose that it wasn't right. But I went to insert the nose in here and was seeing how it all looked and decided to put this project on pause. So my discussion in the last video that I did was I was unsure how this was going to weigh down. If you look, it is weighed down quite well. What I ended up doing was I keep small stones. They're about this big. They're smooth. They're not quite round. I wish I had a few with me, but they're smooth. They're not quite round, but they're small stones. I get them at the dollar store. They're supposed to be decorative. And I just put a small handful in the bottom, and then I did the first few rounds at the bottom. I inserted the stones, and then I closed the bottom all up, finished the rounds, and to close the bottom up, and he's weighed down quite nicely. I probably put a little bit more in than I usually do, but that's fine. And then you can kind of shape the bottom because the stones are in there. You can kind of shape the bottom to make it sit the way that you want. Whereas some of the other gnomes that I do, you put a piece of cardboard in the bottom, and so if the bottom's flat, that's fine. This is flat, but I couldn't see how I was going to get a piece of cardboard in and then work the final rounds. So that's what I end up doing with it. The reason why it is incomplete at this time is because it was intended to be a gift for a friend. A friend of mine was over in January or February, and I was doing something for her on the computer, and while she was waiting for me, she was looking through my Etsy on my phone, and of course it was suggesting items based on things that I've made in the past, and this came up as an item that it suggested, and she said, oh, this is so cute, and she favorited it. And so because I decided to make it for her birthday, and it was her 50th, and so I thought, oh, you know, a nice cake gnome would be a nice milestone birthday gift, but I just didn't like the way that this was working up, and I didn't feel like it was a very good gift. So I put it aside. I will finish it, but at the time I didn't have time to finish it and make her something else for her birthday. So for her birthday, I did make her a cake gnome. And unfortunately, I have gifted it to her already, but I did take some pictures, so I will insert a picture of her gnome here. And it is Cake Gnome by Pam Pino. I've made other Pam Pino patterns in the past. This one was The same as the rest, very well written, easy to follow along. It's her standard body shape, and then the hat is of course different with the candle on the top. And it was fun to work up, as I have enjoyed all of her patterns that I've made so far. And I think I have most of the yarn still sitting here. Yes, I do. So I used, and I didn't write down the color names, I just have the color numbers here. So it's made with Sheepy's Katona, and this is the dark pink color, and it is color number 114. And the light pink color was color number 222. The skin color I used is color number 255, which is Shell. I remember this one. A little tiny bit of the white left, and I've wrapped it around here so I can't read the number. Oh yes, I can. It's color number 106. This is the brighter white color, which I think it's called Snow White. And then the candle portion had this, I think this is called Golden Yellow, and it's color number 208. So those are the colors that I used for it. I had these in my stash, so those were the colors that I chose. I thought they all looked nice together, and I gifted it to my friend, and she loved it. So worked out very well, very happy with that. And I will get back to the Mufficorn Gnome at some point when I have some time. So that is my gnomes for the moment. So the other things that I've been working on, I finished the body portion of the rainbow blanket that I was working on. It's put away over there. I have been working on sewing in the ends, and I haven't completed it yet. It was too warm for the last, I don't know, I guess it's probably been about a week and a half since I've worked on it, and it had been too warm to work on, or else I was concentrating on that gnome to get it done in time for her birthday. So I'm not going to show it today. Once I get the ends sewn in and I get started on the border, then I will show it again. And the other thing that I've been working on, actually, I have a finished knit item. So I had started this cowl on my last video. This is a knit cowl. Just a simple rib stitch. I think it's 3 knit 2 purl, I think. And this was leftover yarn from a hat that I made, and now I can't even think of the name of it. Yarn Bee Fireplace Comfort, I think it's called. And maybe that was a colorway, I don't remember which. Anyways, I just used all the rest of the yarn and finished up this cowl. As a new knitter, it is not perfect, and that is just fine. But it was fun to work up. Learning experience as always. It's nice and stretchy and comfortable. It's got some wool in it, so I'm going to put it in my donation pile, because it doesn't bother my hands to work with wool, but my skin on my face and my neck are very sensitive, so it's not something that I'm going to keep, so I will put it in my donation pile. So the other knit item that I've been working on, and this is the reason why I wanted to learn how to knit, well, the main reason, I also like making hats, was because I wanted to learn how to make a sock. And I thought that a bulky sock would be better to start with, and the other thing is that I like to keep bulky socks around the house because my feet are always cold. So I wear slippers all the time at home, and I wear thick socks, very, very thick socks all winter, because my feet are always cold. And so yeah, so I thought I would start with a bulky sock. So this is my bulky sock, and I finished one, and I finished it yesterday. So you can see I have my, what are these called? Light bulb stitch markers in here. Oh, and I just put the stitch marker because I didn't want to lose it. I was at my parents' house for the weekend, and I was just past here. Forgot to bring stitch markers with me, but I finished up the sock while I was there, and finished up the toe, finished up all my ends, and it actually fits my foot. Yes, I have big feet, size 9 big feet. But I really like how it came out, and I think that it's really good for a first sock. So struggle now is to make the second one exactly the same. We'll see how that comes out. But I did start it, the second one. I'm a couple of rounds in. I say a couple, yep, 4 rounds into my second sock. And yes, I'm using my stitch counter. I've shown you guys these ones before that I like. Show it up close so you can see what it looks like. And it's got a round end on it. I also have little hooks that I hook on them when I want to put them on my crochet projects. And for this, I'm using some, I love this yarn in print. And in an earlier video, I showed how I get US purchases that don't ship to Canada into Canada. And that's from one of those purchases that I did at Hobby Lobby a few months ago. This color is Plums. So, liking the sock, liking how it works out, quite enjoying it. I'm using a video called Vanilla Socks from, I think it's my crazy, no, not my crazy sock lady, I think. I hope. I will link the YouTube video that I'm using below. Of course, I'm not using her counts because, or really her, it's just I used her heel and her circular needle explanation because I did not use magic loop, magic knot, whatever they call it in knitting. I use 9-inch circular needles. These are my 9-inch circular needles in, what size is this? 4 millimeters. And these are, I'm going to show it later in my acquisitions actually, so if you want to see that. So I had purchased these as well, but okay, I'm rambling now. So yes, I used her tutorial, and then I used a different video, which was actually for a different type of sock. I used her numbers, but her explanation was very good, but she didn't go into the details of the heel and the toe quite as much as the other video, so it was kind of a combination of the two. So I'll post both videos below where I got my ideas from the sock from. I watched both videos pretty much in full, and then I used little portions of the 2 videos to make up my sock. So very happy with that and working on the second one now. And so now I'm going to talk about acquisitions. So I needed some 9-inch circular needles to make the socks with. So, and I purchased some sock yarn. So actually I don't have everything here. So I'm just going to pause my video and grab the stuff that I'm missing. Okay, I am back. So let's go back to crochet first. So back during, what do they call it? Crafting month? I think that's what it's called. And I think it was March. Annie's had a thing that you could sign up for one of their crochet kit or knitting kit monthly, what do you call them? Monthly kit things. Anyways, and you only paid shipping on it. So I had signed up for the Crochet Love to Knit Club, and I put my order in. It was right at the end of March. It was probably like March 28th or something like that. It showed online that the item shipped around, I think it was April 6th. And I didn't get it. So, excuse me, they said that you had to give it, I've forgotten, 28 days to arrive here in Canada. And there's no tracking on their packages. They just send it regular mail. So there's no tracking number or anything like that. So, but it did not show up. So I called their customer service and I made a claim for it. And that was the first week of May. I would say it was probably around May 7th or May 9th that I put the claim in. In the meantime, the next kit had released and that one had shipped. So the first kit that I ended up receiving was my second month. So I got the lovely lapgan pattern and yarn, and I have the yarn here. Here it is. This isn't my type of thing. So far Annie's wasn't winning with me because you know, I didn't get my first, you know, my free kit that I only paid shipping for, and my second kit that I got was not something that was my type of thing. The yarn to me is something that the majority of people wouldn't like. This is what it looks like. I don't know what you would call this. This is 80% acrylic, 20% nylon. In terms of softness, it's okay, but this isn't my type of thing to work. So at this point, it's probably just going to sit in a corner somewhere and I'll figure out what I'm going to do with it later. But this isn't my type of thing. Maybe I will get it out one day when I'm bored and work on it. But I was kind of disappointed with my first kit that I received from Annie's. So that was the first one that I got. So then finally, it came on Friday. I received my replacement of the first kit. And I don't know why, but they took from when I called them, it was around, as I said, it was around May 7th I called them, because I gave it, it was the original shipped on April 6th, and they wanted me to give it 28 days. So I gave it 28 days plus a couple more, and then I called customer service because I sent customer service an email and they didn't answer that. So then I called customer service and she said she would take care of it, and another one would be sent out to me ASAP, and it shipped on June 8th. They never updated the online portal showing that it had reshipped. I was just about to call them again when it showed up on Friday, and they sent me perfect topper along with the yarn for the perfect topper. So I actually haven't, and it comes with a button. So I haven't actually opened this. I'm going to open it. I believe this is 100% cotton. No, it's 60% cotton, 40% acrylic. That's what it looks like. It just says AnniesKitClubs.com on it. And this is cool machine wash, gentle, tumble, dry, gentle, low heat. Do not bleach, do not iron. It's a 3 light, 310 yards. So it's a nice soft cotton acrylic mix. I think I'll probably try to make the vest at some point, because I'll probably make either a medium or a large. I'll show you the picture again. As you can see, it's quite short in the waist. I wouldn't wear something that's this short in the waist. I prefer my items a little longer than this. So I'm going to make a medium or a large, and there's enough yarn here to make, I think it's the extra large. Finished sizes, yeah, they go up to extra large. The extra large is a 44 to 46 inch bust. So the medium is a 40 to 42 inch bust. I'll probably do that size, I'm guessing. So I think that I can probably get away with adding some extra rows, because I'm sure I'll have some extra yarn to make that with. So, but I will get this out at some point and start to work on it, because the yarn is quite nice. I think that I will work this pattern. I don't necessarily have to, but I do like the yarn that came with this. Although this isn't quite my style of thing, but I do like the yarn that came with this one. So that is my Annie's Love to Knit Club acquisitions. So the other acquisitions that I have, I'm not sure if they were all knitting type. So I have some yarn that I purchased. Michael's had, I apologize for the bag that's in my lap. Michael's had clearance here. It's probably about 2 weeks ago, I'm thinking. So they had a bunch of things that were, you know, $3 or $5, quite discounted from the normal price. So first of all, I got a skein of this Red Heart Soft. And the color on this one is light gray heather. It's very nice yarn. I think I paid, is the receipt in here? Oh, it is. So Red Heart Soft was, yeah, it was $3. These were all $3. Yeah, they're all $3. So that was the Red Heart Soft that I got. I got a Red Heart Unforgettable. And I would, if they had had more, I probably would have bought enough to make something like a sleeveless cardigan or something like that out of this, because that was something that I was really liking the colorway of, but they didn't have enough to make something like that. So I think I just got one. And the colorway on this was Glossamer. I also got in this Red Heart Soft this color, which is Grayscale. This one's not as soft as the heather is. If you look at them, you can see that it's not as soft, I think, even. But it's still pretty nice for a Red Heart product. Much softer than like Red Heart Super Saver. So the other thing they had for $3 was these loops and threads perfect pair for socks, and this is super fine one. Color on this one is Better Days. 70% acrylic, 23% viscose from bamboo, and 7% polyester. And I purchased this first before I started those socks that I showed you earlier, and as you can see, this is really thin stuff and it's quite stretchy. I thought there's no way I'm gonna make a first pair of socks with this. It's way too thin. But I got this one. I got this color, which is Jungle Land. I got this color, which is Glory Days. I got this color, which is Rosalita. And I got two of this one, which is Dancing in the Dark. So my daughter picked out a couple of these colors, and I picked out a couple of them. I don't even remember which one's which anymore. I just know I picked out the Dancing in the Dark one because I thought if my husband decides that he wants a pair of handmade socks, that it was more masculine color than the other ones. So that is my Michael's acquisition. The other place that I went was this store called Lovely Knitting. This store is located in, I think, Vaughan. No, I think that's considered North York down there. Yeah, it is. So it is a, they import a lot of, like, they had walls and walls and walls of knitting, needles, circular needles, DPNs, all that kind of stuff. They were carrying Chaigu, what is it called? Knitter's Pride. Like Knitter's Pride has, I don't know, like 5 different names or something. They had all of those. And their prices were really good. At least I thought their prices were really good. So what I got was what I would consider some beginner type knitting stuff. So I got these Knitter's Pride Zing. It's 9-inch circular, and the size on this one is 3 millimeters. And as you can see, it says US, there it goes, 2.5. Sorry, 2.25. Or is this 2.5? It says 2.5. I think that's what I was reading when I bought it. Because I think I had intended to buy a 2.5. Not really sure. But I got this one. And I got the one that I've been working on my current sock with, which, where'd it go? Ooh, as you can see, it's on the needle. And here's the package for it. This is a 9-inch, 4 millimeter. And for completing these socks, I got the 4 millimeter upside down DPNs for it. And the DPNs, the price tags on this one, it's $8.99. These circulars were, I think, $6 something. I think they were $6.10 or something like that, which I thought was a really good price. And then I also got some yarn, which I got this Sidar Snuggly Crofter Fair Isle Effect DK. My intention was to use this for socks as well. And this is shade number 186. And this is, yeah, 55% nylon, 45% acrylic. I hope that there's enough on here to do a pair of socks. I guess we will see. They recommended a 4 millimeter knitting needle. You know what? I might have got the 3 millimeter for this. I'm thinking this is what I got the 3 millimeter for. It was that, and I got this big guy. This one is Super Sock. Why does it say black color? It says black color. As you can see, it's not just black. There's some black in here though. And this is 150 grams, 375 meters, 75% virgin wool, 25% polyamide. 3/4 of this label is not in English. It says made in Italy. I think that's all the interesting facts. This recommends a 3 to 4 millimeter knitting needle. So that was the other yarn that I got while I was there. I don't remember how much I paid for this. This one was quite expensive, whereas this little guy, I think I paid $6 for this little guy, but this guy was more expensive. So that was from, I'll show you the bag again. Lovely Knitting. I went on a Saturday, which they're only open for a couple hours on Saturdays. It's my first time being there. It was a very nice gentleman that served me. He said that they ship to Canada and the US. He said that lots of places use them to, you know, like Etsy shops and stuff like that are using their company to purchase from, and they are a distributor. So maybe that's why their prices were really good on their knitting needles and stuff, and they had tons and tons and tons of stock. So I did get another circular needle. Let's see if it's here. What did I do with it? I don't remember what I did with it. I bought another Knitter's Pride circular 9-inch knitting needle. I'm pretty sure that one was a 2.25, and I got it on Amazon. That one was a little bit more expensive. It was Knitter's Pride Dreams, which is the bamboo, yes, bamboo circular knitting needle. And after making my first pair of socks, I'd be kind of concerned that I'm going to break this. It seems like a bamboo wouldn't be strong enough for making a sock at a 2.25 because it's, you know, it's really skinny. Wish I had it here. Let me pause and see if I can find it. Yeah, it was right beside me. I'm just blind. So here's what it looks like. Knitter's Pride Dreams. And this is, actually it's a 10-inch, 2.25 millimeters. And as I said, I believe this is bamboo. I don't think it says bamboo on it though. But I'm quite sure these are bamboo, and I'd be kind of worried something this small, because it is really small, that it would break quite easily. So that was that one, and I got a tape measure while I was there. I thought it was cute. Little tape measure. Yeah, so that is my acquisitions. So I think that's it for my video today. I hope that everyone is well and you are enjoying summer if you're, in the regions where I am. It's cooler today. It had been quite warm for the last little over a week. It's cooled off today, though. I think the high today was only like, actually I think it's supposed to go to 21, but it doesn't feel anything like 21. But I did turn my air conditioning back off this morning to enjoy some fresh air, and my allergies are keeping at bay right now, so that's good. And yeah, so I hope that you are all well, and I will see you next time on Lori Hooks. Take care, everyone.